The sun rises over the Canadian landscape, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. It's a new dawn, full of promise and possibility, much like the country itself. Look closer, and you'll see smiling faces, bustling food markets alive with color, and the rhythmic pulse of cultural events, from the ancient traditions of a powwow to the joyous energy of a modern festival. Yes, Canada is known for its snow, its syrup, and its famously polite people. But beneath this charming exterior lies a rich tapestry of culture, woven from Indigenous traditions, multicultural magic, and a spirit of warmth and welcome. Join me now as we journey beyond the stereotypes and uncover the hidden gems of Canada's cultural landscape. To understand Canada, we must acknowledge the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. For millennia, these communities thrived in harmony with the land. Their stories, art, and languages have shaped this land. Today we are in a time of reconciliation and resurgence. There's a growing movement to acknowledge historical injustices and celebrate Indigenous resilience. Land acknowledgements at public events recognize traditional territories, but it goes far deeper than words. Indigenous languages are experiencing a revival. From Inuktitut in the Arctic to Haida on the Pacific coast, languages are being revitalized. Ceremonies too are experiencing a resurgence. The vibrant regalia, rhythmic drumming, and intricate dances remind us of the enduring spirit of Indigenous cultures. These ceremonies are living expressions of faith, identity, and connection to the land. Explore Indigenous cultures with respect and sensitivity. Seek authentic experiences guided by Indigenous communities. These are living traditions, deserving our utmost respect and admiration. Ah, Canadian kindness. Is it merely a stereotype, or is there a deeper cultural current at play here? I can assure you it's more than just a cliché. It's woven into the very fabric of Canadian society. Walk down any street in Canada, and you're likely to experience it firsthand. A stranger holds the door open for you, a smile accompanying their simple, "You're welcome." It's almost a reflex, this urge to apologize. Sorry becomes more than just an apology, it's a social lubricant. But Canadian kindness goes beyond mere politeness. It's about a deep-seated sense of community, a willingness to help others. Your car gets stuck in the snow? Don't worry, help is on the way. This inherent helpfulness isn't merely anecdotal, it's backed by data. Canadians consistently rank among the highest in the world for volunteerism. It seems that Canadians possess an innate desire to give back to their communities. Perhaps this cultural emphasis on kindness stems from Canada's history and geography. A vast country with a relatively small population, Canadians have long understood the importance of relying on one another. Or perhaps it's simply in the water. Whatever the reason, Canadian kindness is a breath of fresh air in a world that often feels increasingly divided and individualistic. It's a reminder that small acts of compassion can have a ripple effect, creating a more harmonious and supportive society for all. What do butter chicken, poutine, and pho have in common? They're all Canadian. That's right, in Canada, culinary delights know no borders. Canada embraces its multicultural identity, not as a melting pot where differences are homogenized, but as a vibrant mosaic, where each individual piece retains its unique beauty, while contributing to a larger, more intricate work of art. This embrace of multiculturalism isn't just an abstract ideal, it's enshrined in Canadian law. In 1971, Canada became the first country in the world to adopt multiculturalism as an official policy, recognizing the social, cultural, and economic benefits of diversity. Walk down any street in Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal, and you'll be greeted by a symphony of languages, a kaleidoscope of fashion, and a tantalizing array of aromas from restaurants representing every corner of the globe. From the bustling Chinatowns to the vibrant Little Italies, these cultural enclaves are not isolated pockets but integral threads in the rich tapestry of Canadian society. Immigrants to Canada are encouraged to maintain their cultural heritage while contributing their unique skills and perspectives to their adopted home. This approach has resulted in a dynamic and ever-evolving culture, enriched by the contributions of people from all over the world. From the windswept coasts to the towering Rocky Mountains, Canada's dramatic landscapes have long inspired artists, musicians, and storytellers. This is a country where creativity flows as freely as the rivers that carve through its vast wilderness, where the long winter nights provide ample time for introspection and artistic expression. Canadian authors have long captivated readers with their insightful prose and their ability to capture the essence of the Canadian experience. From Margaret Atwood's dystopian visions to Alice Munro's poignant short stories, Canadian literature offers a window into the soul of this nation. On the silver screen, Canadian filmmakers have made their mark, showcasing the country's stunning scenery, its quirky humor, and its thought-provoking social commentary. From the whimsical worlds of David Cronenberg to the heartwarming tales of Sarah Polley, Canadian cinema continues to captivate audiences worldwide. And who could forget music? Canada has produced a disproportionate number of world-renowned musicians, from the iconic Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen to the chart-topping Drake and Justin Bieber. From soaring vocals to innovative instrumentals, Canadian music reflects the country's diverse cultural influences and its willingness to push creative boundaries. But Canadian creativity isn't confined to the concert halls and art galleries of major cities. It thrives in small towns and remote communities where storytelling traditions are passed down through generations. Indigenous oral storytelling in particular plays a vital role in preserving cultural knowledge, connecting people to their history, and passing on wisdom from elders to youth. In Canada, nature isn't just something you look at, it's a way of life. From the rugged coastlines to the vast boreal forests, Canadians have a deep and abiding connection to the natural world. It's a relationship born of respect, awe, and a recognition that we are but temporary stewards of this land. Cottage culture is a beloved Canadian tradition, a time-honored ritual of escaping the hustle and bustle of city life to reconnect with nature. Whether it's a rustic cabin on a lake or a cozy chalet in the mountains, cottages represent a place of peace, tranquility, and a slower pace of life. Canadians are obsessed with their national parks, and for good reason. From the glacial peaks of Banff to the rugged coastlines of Cape Breton, these protected areas offer breathtaking scenery and unparalleled opportunities for outdoor adventure. Hiking, camping, canoeing, skiing, Canadians embrace it all with a passion that borders on the spiritual. This reverence for nature is deeply rooted in Indigenous teachings, which emphasize the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of living in harmony with the natural world. The land is not seen as a resource to be exploited but as a sacred entity to be respected and protected. This respect for nature translates into a national ethos of sustainability and environmental consciousness. Canadians are increasingly embracing eco-friendly practices, from reducing their carbon footprint to supporting local and sustainable businesses. From coast to coast, Canada boasts an eclectic mix of quirky traditions and unique celebrations that add a touch of whimsy and charm to this already endearing nation. Have you ever seen someone race across a frozen river in a canoe, or throw loonies at a cake? Well, in Canada, these seemingly bizarre activities are just par for the course. Take, for instance, the Canadian obsession with Tim Hortons, a ubiquitous coffee and donut chain that has achieved near-mythical status within the country. The mere mention of a Tim Hortons roll-up, a spontaneous gathering where friends and family meet at a Tim Hortons drive-thru, is enough to elicit knowing smiles from coast to coast. And then there's the Canadian lexicon, a treasure trove of unique phrases and expressions that often leave newcomers scratching their heads. Ordering a coffee double cream, double sugar is practically a national pastime, while uttering "a" at the end of a sentence is practically a reflex. But perhaps the most endearing aspect of Canadian culture is its love for weird and wonderful regional foods. Ketchup chips, a Canadian staple; Nanaimo bars, those decadent no-bake treats, a national treasure; and don't even get us started on poutine, that glorious mess of fries, cheese curds, and gravy that has become a Canadian culinary icon. As the sun sets over the majestic Rocky Mountains, casting long shadows across the land, or the ethereal glow of the northern lights dances across the night sky above a quiet town, we're left with a sense of peace, warmth, and wonder. Canada's culture may not be loud or boastful, but it's a quiet force, a gentle embrace that stays with you long after you've left its shores. It's a culture rooted in kindness, creativity, and a deep respect for nature and diversity. From the ancient traditions of its Indigenous peoples to the vibrant tapestry of its multicultural communities, Canada's spirit is something the world could use a little more of.